All right, so happy morning, students. So, how are you today? I hope and pray that everybody's doing good. So, for today's session, we will be discussing another topic, which is all about the kitchen brigade. So, my question is that are you ready to listen today? All right, so thank you so much for that response. Okay, so moving on. So I have prepared a jumbled letters here. So we have two important words that we will be using at the latter part of our discussion today. Okay, so number one, we have letter E, N, T, K, H, C, and I. And then number two, we have letters G, O, N, I, Z, T, L, R, A, another A, N, and the other word is R, T, A, H, C. So, anyone who wants to guess those important words that we need to be used this day? All right, so I want you to use your mind. What are those words here from the illustration? All right, so our first word here is kitchen. Okay, so sino nakakuha ng tamang sagot in mind? Ayan. And then number two, we have the word organizational chart. Okay, so the two words here is we have kitchen and then the organizational chart. All right, so from that, we need to know also what are the learning objectives that we need to obtain this morning. So, all right, so our LO is at the end of this session. The students must be able to identify the kitchen organizational chart, especially the roles of those person inside the kitchen, and also defining kitchen brigade system. And lastly is to understand what are the responsibilities of the kitchen staff. So as you notice, we have the first picture a while ago. Ayan. So from this illustration, as you can see, this is what we call the kitchen, or the common kitchen that is usually located in our houses. Okay, so it includes um the sink, stove, kitchen equipment, cabinet, small and big equipments. Okay, so what is the intention of the kitchen, no, sa mga bahay natin? So of the purpose is this is the area where we can cook meals, of course. We can prepare ingredients, we can store food, and also we can wash dishes. Okay? So, this is the common type of kitchen na meron tayo sa ating mga bahay. So, what else? Ayan. So, there's a difference between the kitchen sa bahay natin and also ano yung usually yung picture ng isang kitchen once we enter inside a restaurant, especially sa kitchen ng isang restaurant or any food service establishment. Anong kitchen yung makikita natin? Is that the same with the first picture, which is the uh, common picture, no, na makikita natin sa mga bahay-bahay natin, no? Or another picture is like this. Ano ngayon yung difference nilang dalawa? So we need to define first the kitchen brigade system. In what way nag-ooperate, or in what way na-execute yung service inside the kitchen of a certain food establishment. But always remember, nakadepende yan sa size ng isang restaurant, okay? Not all the time. Yung nakikita nyo dito sa picture is usually, ito na yung makikita natin sa lahat ng klase ng restaurants, no? Or any food service establishment. So, it depends upon the size of the kitchen. Okay, so nag-matter yung size ng kitchen sa restaurant if ito ba ay small scale or big scale ng isang food service establishment. Okay? So, ayan. So, let's define what is a traditional kitchen brigade system. Are you familiar with this word? When we say kitchen brigade, what is kitchen brigade system? Bakit kaya kailangan tuklas sa isang restaurant or any types of food establishment na need mag-operate to provide service and food, of course? Okay? So, if we will define this one, according to the definition here, the brigade de cuisine, so this is a French term, is more commonly known as the kitchen hierarchy. Okay? So, there are many positions in the hierarchy, and each one holds an important role in the overall function of the kitchen. And the other definition is the purpose of kitchen organization is to assign or allocate tasks so they can be done efficiently and properly. And so all workers know what their responsibilities are. Okay, so kung makikita natin class dito sa definition, no, when we say brigade de cuisine or the kitchen brigade system, this is something to do with a hierarchical structure used in professional kitchens in order for what? Of course, to organize and manage staff roles and responsibilities efficiently. Okay? So, balikan natin yung topic natin nung unang araw. Again, still remember Chef Auguste Escoffier? So, he is the one who popularized this kitchen brigade system or yung brigade de cuisine. Okay? So the system is typically includes various positions. So when we say various positions, maraming kailangang i-hire na staff. And of course, yung staff na yun, ay may kanya-kanya silang responsibility inside the kitchen. Such as what? Ano yung mga positions na yun, ma'am? Anyway, we will discuss later on, no? Pero bigyan ko kayo ng hint. We have the executive chef inside. We have the sous chef, chef de partie, the station chef, no? And other supporting roles meron sa loob ng isang restaurant kitchen or any professional kitchens. Okay? So, each position has specific duties, of course. And this is created kasi itong organizational chart na to or itong structure na to for the environment of the culinary operations. Okay? So it helps also to maintain the efficient and effective coordination within the kitchen. So what else? Ayan. So let's start with the first responsibility or position. So inside the kitchen brigade, so sinabi natin kanina this is the hierarchical structure. So it will start with the executive chef. Hindi lahat chef, no? I mean, baka ma-mislead tayo. We're always using the word chef. But what particular positions or expertise ang kailangan nating i-execute inside the professional kitchens? So, yung executive chef natin, one of his or her job is to ensure the promptness, the freshness, and the quality of dishes. Okay? He is the one also coordinating cooks' tasks, implementing hygiene policies and examining equipment for cleanliness, designing new recipes, planning menus, and selecting plate presentation, and also reviewing staffing levels to meet service, operational, and financial objectives. So these are the responsibilities of an executive chef, no? So who among you are aspiring to be an executive chef someday? Medyo mabigat yung role? Yes, no? Parang kung titingnan natin, no? If we are listening at this moment, there's a lot of tasks na kailangang um, gampanan or ma-accomplish ng isang chef inside a professional kitchen. And also, from this task, um, the executive chef often sets a culinary direction for the restaurant or establishment. And he used to work closely with other members of the kitchen brigade to maintain high standards of food quality and service. So he or she needs to reach out also his or her people in order to be familiarized and to make it clear to them what are those tasks to be assigned. Okay? And then, makita natin, since siya yung nasa taas, he is responsible for overseeing all aspect of the kitchen operations. Okay? Including what? Yan, kung isa-summarize natin to, the menu planning, recipe development, ayan, no? What else? Yung food preparation and also the kitchen management. So that at the end of the day, he or she can ensure the food quality is consistent. Baga, the other day, hindi pwedeng mag-iba yung lasa, hindi pwedeng mag-iba yung quantity ng sineserve na pagkain, hindi pwedeng mag-iba yung garnish, hindi pwedeng mag-iba yung appearance pag nilagay sa plate. So, lahat yun, no? Covered ng ating executive chef. Okay? So, another positions na makikita natin sa brigade system, sa structure, is the sous chef. So, sous chef, his or her responsibilities are to, number one, interacts with guests to obtain feedback on product quality and service levels. Number two, responds to and handles guest problems and complaints. And then to project also positive and motivated attitude among all associates. He or she needs to ensure that meetings are well planned and results oriented, and also to ensure that guests are always receiving an exceptional dining experience representing true value for money. No, most of the students are confused kasi most of the time the food attendant, no, sila na yung nangangamusta sa ating guest as they enter, no, sa restaurant. And then ang sous chef natin, since siya is naka-assign sa back of the house, normally hindi na siya nakikipag-interact sa ating mga customers na nasa front of the house. Usually mga food attendants na natin, waiter or waitresses. But according to the definition, no, dito, makikita natin that there's a certain role na dapat pa rin gampanan ng ating sous chef. Okay? Even their task is commonly at the back of the house. At the end of the day, they need also to um, get encounter, no, to our customers. Gaya ng sinabi ko sa inyo no first meeting, there are times na may mga customers tayo that they wanted to talk or to communicate also to the chef, no? And they don't want to talk or communicate to the food attendant, to the managers. They want to talk commonly sa mga chef natin. Pero may mga pagkakataon kapag na-resolve na yung issues and problems ng ating food attendant or ng managers, which is assigned sa front of the house, okay na. Pero hindi natin iaalis that there are times that they need to interact also to the guest regarding what? The quality of the food or the product being served. The service, of course, no? And at the same time, we can ask them when it comes to the dining experience. Okay? Dining experience, hindi naman yung overall ng service, yung food mismo na sinerve dun sa ating customers. So, this is very heavy task din, na makikita natin, no? Kung ang ating executive chef is meron lang din siyang sariling role na kailangang gawin from time to time, ang ating sous chef din is meron din siyang sariling task to be done within the day. And also, ang ating sous chef is the second in command, no, in the kitchen hierarchy. Okay? So, he or she working directly under the executive chef. Parang more likely, assistant na rin siya ng executive chef natin. And it involves also the tasks such as menu planning, since second in command nga nating matuturing itong sous chef natin, involved na rin siya with those tasks I mentioned a while ago. Menu planning, yung food preparation, and even the staff supervision. What else? Inventory management, and other kitchen organization tasks. So, usually, the sous chef often oversees no specific kitchen stations then or areas to ensure what? Of course, nandun lagi tayo sa the food is prepared and plated according to the established standards. 'Di ba? As we mentioned last meeting, we need to follow the SOP or the standard operating procedures. So, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-base upon our mood or mag-base upon our trip natin yung ganitong klase ng plating. Serve natin to ngayon. Ibahin naman natin today. No, we need to be uniform when it comes to plating and putting some garnishes sa ating food, no, na pinoprovide sa ating guests or customers. And also, they also help to train mga mentor or junior kitchen staff, 'di ba? The end of the day, we need to hire dummies or new staff eh. Dahil pagdating ng panahon, pwedeng may mag-retired, pwedeng may mag-resign. Alin lang doon. So, sino yung in charge to train yung mga junior, ano natin, junior chef or kitchen staff? Of course, nasa ano yan, nasa kamay ng ating sous chef. And also, um, he or she needs to check and maintain the kitchen hygiene and of course the safety standards. Okay, and then most of the time, if the executive chef is not around, so kailangan niya step in to lead the kitchen in the absence of the executive chef. Okay? So malinaw ba? So pangalawa pa lang yan sa organizational chart na makikita natin sa loob ng isang brigade system, sa loob ng isang restaurant or other professional kitchen. So we have third role as the pastry chef. So according to the definition, his or her role is to plan, to implement and manage daily operations, prepare menus, suggest new menu items, understand the visitor's preferences and make suggestions based on findings. Prepare a wide variety of goods such as cakes, cookies, pies, and bread. And also we have to decorate pastries using different icings, toppings, so that they are appealing to the eye. Actually, class sa professional kitchens, we have ano yan two areas. Dinidivide siya sa two areas. So, we have the hot and cold kitchen. So, itong pastry chef natin, nakahiwalay ito sa ating hot kitchen. Though, per kitchen natin is meron pa ring um, station sa loob nun. Okay? Kasi hindi pwedeng mag-merge yung preparations ng hot foods and the way you will prepare those cold foods like or cold dishes like desserts, sweets like cakes, no? And many more. So ano yung if we will summarize the role of the pastry chef aside from reading the definition, ano pa yung pwede nating makita, no? Sa kanilang task every day. Meron ba sa inyo nag-aspire to be a pastry chef? Yan. Or pwede ding maging baker. Ayan. Mas familiar kayo dyan. Meron ba? Ayan. So, until now, no, nag-iisip pa rin siguro kayo, ano yung pwede ninyong maging work soon that is very related to your program. So, pastry chef din kasi class is a specialized chef who focuses on creating pastries. Again nakafocus lang siya sa pagke-create or de-develop ng iba't ibang pastries, also desserts and other baked goods. So, they are responsible more of designing. Yan, kasi 'di ba usually yung mga sweets like cakes and other breads, kailangan maintain natin yung appearance niyan eh. Kasi sa mga sweets, hindi tumitingin agad sa lasa ang ating customers. Though, ano yan, mahalaga yan. Pero once they looking for a pastries or any baked goods, laging kailangan malakas yung impact sa kanila nung presentation pa lang. So dito nagdudwell yung work ng isang pastry chef in designing talaga. Okay? And also executing pastry menus, then developing the recipes if ever may mag-fail doon sa finished product kasi um very delicate gawin yung mga baked goods natin kasi kapag nagkamali ka lang ng measurement sa mga baked goods, pwede siyang pumalpak yung outcome. May maling measurements ka lang or maling methods na in-apply. Unlike kasi sa pagpe-prepare ng hot dishes natin, kaya mong gawan ng paraan yung lasa, yung plating, yung garnish, mabilis natin yung magawa ng innovation. On that day, kayang-kaya yan. Pero sa baked goods, ang hirap niyan kumbaga, i-save or i-rescue kapag yan is nagkaroon ng um, palpak pagdating sa outcome. So, they need to develop more of recipes and think of any innovations pa, no? And preparing sweets kasi for them, preparing sweet treats for the guest or the customers is nagkakaroon ng yung pastry chef natin. Nagkakaroon ng confidence kapag nakakapag-serve sila ng mga sweet treats or any baked goods that is appreciated no ng mga customers or guests. And also pride din nila 'yun, no, lalo na kapag yung guest talagang pinipicturean pa, no, and then may mga compliment pa sa mismong pastry chef and even to the restaurant or bake shop, talaga namang iba yung nagiging impact sa kanila. So when it comes also to the roles, going back, pastry chefs have the expertise also in techniques in what? Since more of pastries ang kanilang pine-prepare, techniques sa baking, decorating, okay, and working with various ingredients like ano ba yung mga ingredients kapag nagbe-bake? Usually common dito, no, yung mga chocolate syrup, sugar, fruits, liquid and dry ingredients like APF or all-purpose flour, mga liquid ingredients, mga honey, syrup, extract ng lemon, and whatsoever. Okay? So, in a professional kitchen, the pastry chef may work independently or as part of the larger kitchen brigade under the supervision of the executive chef or sous chef, depending on the size or structure of the establishment. Okay? Dito naman kahit mag-isa ka lang as long na ang expertise mo talaga is more of designing, magaling tayo mag-bake, no? I mean, you have the knowledge in baking or the techniques, you know it already. Kahit di kayo by group, no? Kayang-kaya mong makapag-produce ng goods. Okay? And also, we have baker. So, when we say baker naman, they are in charge in mixing, preparing, and baking bread and pastries, opening the bakery every morning, okay, arranging the display case in an appealing manner, ordering more supplies, crafting and creating new and exciting baked goods, and ensuring all baked goods are completed on time for opening. So as you can see, dito sa sa position ng baker, wala masyadong designing na nakikita tayo. Wala masyadong creativity kasi more of techniques naman ang kanilang ina-apply. They will mix, they will prepare, they will bake. That's it. They will arrange the display, no, sa ating kiosk or sa ating coffee shop or sa restaurant. Then they will craft new ideas and that's it. Sa pastry chef kasi, ang kaibahan nila, kung mapapansin nyo sa explanation kanina, more of nagdi-deal sila sa design, sa presentation, and then of course nga yung creativity dapat meron. Okay? Something unique yung kanilang dapat ma-prepare na pastries and goods. So, doon sila nagdodwell, yung mga pastry chef natin. Paano yung um, magiging appearance nito sa customers, unlike sa baker, as long na alam nila yung techniques at makapag-bake at makapag-produce sila, okay na yun. As long na nag-follow sila ng standard, no? The way they will bake goods and any kinds of breads and pastries. Okay. So what else? Ano pa yung pwede nating may dagdag from the task of a baker, of course? A baker is a culinary professional then who is specializes in the art of baking bread, pastries, cakes, and other baked goods. So, I will add also sa pastry chef, nagfo-focus din sila aside from design and presentation, is yung mga desserts and sweet treats. Okay? And also, ang baker natin, they are concentrating the wide variety of baked products like breads and dough preparation. Though, the spelling is letter Dough. Okay? And of course, they work in various settings which includes pwedeng sa bakery sila, pwede naman, bakery ng restaurant, meron kasing ganun eh, nakaseparate um, yung pinaka-restaurant mismo, they have other space pa or place for coffee and breads lang yung order ng customers. May mga ganon na nag-offer. And then they work in various settings includes also yung mga pastry shops. Yan, aside from bakeries, sa mga hotels, meron din, and other commercial kitchens. Okay? So, ang bakers din, it will work alongside with the pastry chef and other kitchen staff, and ano pa ba? Okay? In smaller bakeries, they might handle all aspect of baking from start to finish. Okay? Sa mga common ano naman yan, or smaller type of bakeries. Pero pag mga bigger ano tayo, structure or scale, of course, ano lang sila, parang they can act as the assistant ng ating pastry chef. Okay? And also, we have the butcher. So, butcher in charge of cutting, grinding, and preparing meats for sale, cleaning and maintaining tools and equipment, and ensuring displays and signage are accurate and attractive. Weighing, packaging, pricing, and displaying products, keeping records, budgets, and inventory, and performing quality inspections in meats and other products. Ayan. So, this is other position din na makikita natin sa brigade. Sometimes, no, parang hindi ganun ka-importante yung role na to sa kitchen, but this is very essential sa ating mga professional kitchens because a butcher is a skilled professional who is specializes in preparing and selling meat products. Okay? Their primary responsibilities din kasi is breaking down whole animal into smaller cuts. 'Di ba? Napakahirap kaya nun. Okay? And then may iba't ibang cuts pa yan. 'Di ba? Hindi lang isang cut yan. Kagaya ang ginagawa natin sa bahay kapag nagbalat tayo ng patatas, um, chinop natin or in-slice natin, that's it. Sa meat, maraming parts na kailangan nating i-trim or kailangan nating kunin, no? Yung mga parts na yun because may mga specific names yung mga part ng meats na yan. So, they are breaking down the whole animal into smaller cuts and then trimming the excess fat, ganyan, and ensuring the meat is properly portioned and prepared for sale or use in cooking. Kasi may iba't ibang part tayo ng meat na ginagamit. Depende din sa luto, di ba? Depende sa i-prepare mong meal. Let's say, for example, if you will cook, sinigang. Okay? Masarap na part, pwedeng ribs or pwedeng kasim. Familiar kayo sa kasim? Namamalengke ba kayo? Ayan. Kung hindi, kailangan nyo ng mamalengke sa first laboratory natin. Ayan. Okay? Alright. So, what else ang makikita natin dito sa role na to ng butcher? They have also the expertise in handling and storing different types of meat. So, sila yung knowledgeable paano nila i-restore or paano nila mas mapapaprolong yung life ng mga meats natin. Okay? And they need to understand also ano yung mga various cuts ng meats and ano yung mga knives or kutsilyo na ginagamit in cutting such meats. So, si butcher lang nakakaalam niyan. Okay, para pag niluto ng ating um, chef, depende kung ano yung role niya dun sa kitchen, naka-ready na yung mga meats natin, nakakat na. So, hindi na tayo nag-aano ng time pa na i-slice lahat. Kumbaga, in other words, no, I will use the naka-mise en place na. Kasi nakat na yung mga meats ready to na lang yan, to cook. Okay? Kumbaga, tinrabaho na ng butcher natin. Ano pa? Butchers may also advise customers on the best cuts for specific recipes. Ayan. Ito rin yung nagiging parang special role pa nila. Pwedeng i-promote or i-suggest sa guest anong pinaka-best part ng meat yung pwede nating i-suggest sa ating guest. Kasi they can, um, suggest and also ang customer, nagtatanong din yan anong part ng meat ba yung nandito sa menu ninyo na to. And then sometimes kapag hindi pwede ang guest, tatanungin tatanungin ng ating waiter or waitresses and then ang waiter and waitresses natin magtatanong din sa kitchen anong magandang part yung pwedeng ipalit or i-offer. So, alam ng butcher natin yan. Okay? So, what else? Yan. So, we have also the chief steward. So, what is the function of chief steward? So, the chief steward supervises the staff cleaning the kitchenware and silverware as well as the floors and walls of the kitchen to ensure they adhere to regulations. He also inspects work areas such as the kitchen, storeroom, appliances, and equipment to ensure they are up to standard. Naalala ko lang nung nag-OJT ako, way back 2010. Ayan. Ang first department kung saan ako na-assign is sa kitchen. And then particularly sa dishwashing station or area. Okay? My first impression is that, hala, bakit ako dito inassign? Dito agad. Ayan. Kasi during that time, maraming function. When we say function, maraming events sa hotel na yon. So, kailangan nila ng manpower pagdating sa kitchen talaga kasi ito rin yung isa sa pinaka-busy dahil ang daming food na i-prepare. So, pag maraming food na i-prepare, daming iluluto, ang daming isi-serve, of course, madami ding tools and equipment na kailangan gamitin. And with that, kailangan ma-stock mo, ma-wash mo na agad lahat ng dishes. So, at first, nakakapagod at first, nakakainis somehow, no? Pero na-enjoy ko siya dahil it's more than the responsibility of washing dishes lang Hindi lang about dun sa paghuhugas ng pinggan or kung anong mga tools and equipment sa kitchen. So something that I learned from that experience during my training, no? Ang ship steward pala is the one that is managing the also the inventory and supplies of the kitchen. Okay? To ensure the force, yung smooth service. And then, you need to oversee also yung mga table setups Kasi magkakaroon ka ng knowledge na, teka lang, kailangan na ng mga dinner spoon, dinner fork. Kasi may events ngayon. or kailangan natin ma-prepare yung mga cutleries kasi peak season ngayon or peak hours ngayon. Nagkakaroon ka ngayon ng knowledge aside from washing the dishes lang na may initiation ka na in mind na you need to prepare ahead of time yung mga needed. So, na-manage mo ngayon yung mga gamit na kinakailangan within the day. So, it's more than ugas ka lang ng ugas ng pinggan or plato. And also, nagkakaroon din tayo ng idea on how you will clean and sanitize the equipment. So, the ship steward may also be responsible for managing laundry services, kasama din yan sa kanila, and ensuring the um, guest cutleries and equipment to be used are clean. Okay, but may nasamang laundry, ma'am. Ayan, so laundry when it comes to, sabi ko nga kanina, kapag may mga functions or event, gumagamit tayo sa ating restaurant, no? Restaurant, halimbawa ng hotel, ng tablecloth, table napkin, ng seat cover. Ayan yung mga major na kinakailangan eh. So you need to check also if ilan yung available, ilan yung dapat nating um, i-prepare na ahead of time, ilan ba yung dapat labhan within the day or within the week kasi may kasunod na function or event na gagamitin ulit yung klase ng tablecloth, table napkin or seat cover na yon, uulitin mo ulit siyang i-set up. So, kaya nakasama siya dito sa nagiging role ng ating chief steward. Also, ano pa yung nagiging role nila? Role in maintaining the overall cleanliness and efficiency of the hospitality operations. So, hindi lang actually with the equipments that they need to store or to keep, but also the whole kitchen, no? They are in charge to clean and sanitize even the floors, the walls of the kitchen, yung sink, ayan, yung storeroom, even yung mga electric appliances, they need to maintain that one also. Okay, so napakalawak ng nagiging ano nila task. It's not about the sink and the dishwashing liquid and the sponge and you need to wash all throughout. No, maraming nagiging sakop. But this is something that is very um crucial din sa part nila, no? As part of their role kasi yung cleanliness nakaano sa kanila eh. Sa kanila nakasalalay. Even yung mga gagamitin ng mga chef, no, sa pagluluto, is kailangan sila na yung unang nakapag-sanitize at nakapag-prepare nito. Okay? So, another thing, ayan, I'll show you the chart na makikita natin to sa ating mga professional kitchens or if not, may mga iba't ibang ano to, iba't ibang structure the way they are creating their organizational chart. I'm just showing you now what is the typical design of the kitchen organizational chart, okay? So, nakikita natin to usually sa kitchen or pwede din yan upon the what do you call this one? Kapag unang pasok nyo, newly hired kayo, minsan inaano na to, ina-explain or pinapakita na ng ating managers or ng ano natin, mga supervisor. So, the kitchen org chart started with the executive chef or sometimes naka-post lang to eh, no? Makikita natin within the place. Executive chef followed by executive sous chef and then under nila meron tayong pastry chef and then under the pastry chef is we have the baker. Okay? And then butcher, sous chef, yung chief steward natin and then the banquet chef. And then we have also the other positions under ng sous chef natin as we can see here. Meron tayong, ayan, sundan natin yung line. Merong pantry at merong komi. Okay? Ito, usually, dito naka-stock yung mga products, items natin, no? Na ginagamit natin for the operation, lalo na sa kitchen. Okay? And then, we have the night cook. Meron din tayong breakfast cook kasi kailangan division of labor tapos may kapalitan ng schedule, no? sa pagpre-prepare ng food. Okay, not all throughout you need to work for 24 hours. Kailangan meron tayong kapalitan. And then we have also the garden manager or the chef de partie on the other side. And then under ng shift steward natin is we have the assistant or the steward lang din. Okay, so I guess this is the last slide. And I hope and pray that you have learned something from today's session. And I want you to answer your set work, okay, and give some reflection on what you have learned for our lesson for today. Okay, so that's it, class. Thank you for your time and effort to listen to our lesson for this morning. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and God bless everyone.